I'm Sara Demy-Colton, and I'm here at BioFuture with Daniel Oliver. Daniel Oliver is the CEO and co-founder of a company called Rejuvenate Bio, and he just got off of a panel. So Daniel,
I did.
I want you to tell me about Rejuvenate Bio. I mean, you've got a really unique approach to tackling disease. Tell me about it.
Yeah,
How do you do two at the same time?
We are really laser focused on treating aging and age-related disease. The cool part about doing that is if you have a focus there, you end up being able to treat multiple indications across multiple different types of disease types. So for instance, our first gene therapy, we actually deliver 2 different genes at once, and we've shown an ability to treat both cardiac conditions as well as metabolic conditions with that. You asked how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, the big question, you have 2 genes at once. I mean, I think that's pretty damn amazing. How many other companies out there are doing the same thing?
Really not very many. We are, with AAV gene therapy, in vivo gene therapy, I think there may be one other company that's looking at doing it too, but yes, we're pretty unique in that sense. Okay. I think the key things to keep in mind when you're doing something like that is, first off, is safety. And so the really cool thing about where we sourced our targets from is we came up with a classification method that built in a really robust safety profile. So we actually identified these genes from what they call transgenic longevity experiments in mice. So an upregulation of one of our genes actually increased the lifespan of mice that had that genetic mutation by 30%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like obviously cool in the sense that it's affecting the aging, but also really important that that change in every single cell in an animal's body was shown not only to affect aging, but to be incredibly safe. They actually live longer with that change.
But that one change affected every cell in the animal's body.
Right, so this experiment, they actually bred the mutation in where it upregulated that gene.
Okay.
And then we're trying to recapitulate that utilizing current gene therapy technology. And that's actually one of the things we talked about at the panel is that you can't deliver gene therapy to every single cell in an existing patient's body yet. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we actually target the liver, turn it into a protein factory.
Oh, wow.
And then secrete these proteins in the bloodstream and have our effects systemically. So we can actually, in some sense, recapitulate what you saw in that transgenic animal where it was bred into the animal. We can do it in an existing patient. Yeah.
I think that's pretty darn amazing.
It's really cool to see the data comes out of it. It's really, really awesome what we're able to do.
Where are you right now in terms of your
So we are completing our IND enabling experiments, and we actually will be launching clinical trials here.
For one indication in liver?
2 different indications. Okay. The cool part is we'll be delivering the same therapy the same way, and we'll treat one indication in the cardiac space and another in the metabolic space. Okay. And so the cardiac indication is a rare type of cardiomyopathy, but we're not treating it in the traditional gene therapy way where we're attacking a specific genetic subpopulation. We're delivering these genes that have these benefits downstream of what causes that disease. And so it makes the data we generate in that population really relevant for moving into much more prevalent cardiomyopathies and other types of heart failure.
Wow, I can't wait to see what you
I'm
guys
excited
do.
too, yeah.
I mean, it's like the promise is really super, super bright. How did you get started? So let's talk about that. It's pretty unique.
So this is actually based upon a technology developed in George Church's lab.
Right.
But my co-founder, Dr. Noah Davidson, was a postdoc there. He actually had a dog. He got him as a little puppy. He was a German Shepherd. He was about this big when he got him Bear. Bear eventually grew into a 100-pound German Shepherd. His head was bigger than he was when he was a puppy. But Noah immediately knew that he was not going to have enough time with Bear. And so he was interested in creating therapeutics that could generally increase the health and lifespan of his pet. And what we started figuring out, he eventually recruited me in to kind of help commercialize the technology. What we started figuring out is that actually working in both animal health to generate really compelling data was the best way of proving that our treatments were both efficacious and safe for treating humans as well. And so we are actually, as we launch with our human clinical trials, we will be commercializing all of the IND-enabling work we did to actually treat the leading type of heart failure in dogs concurrently.
So, but you didn't start out to treat heart failure in dogs. It wasn't that.
So the cool part is we created what we believed is a broad-based anti-aging therapy, and now what we're doing is seeing that it has applications in all these specific areas. And so one of the areas that we've shown really positive data in is the treatment of the leading type of heart failure in dogs called mitral valve disease.
Right.
With that indication we're going into human health, we also been able to treat a very specific model of that type of cardiomyopathy in mice as well. And so the cool part, what we see is like you have this really robust therapy with really nice safety profiles, and now we're proving out each efficacy piece in all these different places.
How long has Rejuvenate Bio been around?
We spun out of the lab in 2018.
2018, so it's really 4 years going on,
Yeah.
5 years that
Yeah.
you've been around, and you're already getting ready to go into the
Exactly. So we're gearing up to go into clinical trial. Actually building a clinical team out right now. Should have a public announcement there, but some really exciting hires coming our way. So
Okay.
yeah, it's been fun.
I think it's pretty amazing, and as somebody who might benefit from some of the therapies
Yeah.
that you're developing,
We all could.
We certainly all could. I think that was said this morning in our plenary session that everybody is aging.
It's
as we
unfortunately
say.
a reality, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's really great. I'm really excited to see what you're going to do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Oh,
and yeah,
Daniel,
love
thank you so
BioFutures.
much. And we're going to see your company presentation. You're doing that shortly, right? Today? Are you presenting today?
No, we are on another panel tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so you'll see us all over the conference for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In longevity space.
Yes, exactly.
Daniel,
awesome.
thank you
you
so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining us.